Welcome to Breakout EDU and the game Historical Mastermind. Historical Mastermind is a game that's geared toward middle, high school, or adult level learners in any U.S. history class. The purpose of the game is to introduce or review with students the basic concepts of historical thinking. Let's take a look at the storyline. The story is that Professor B. Adguy has been a well-respected faculty member at the prestigious university for many years. However, students who have taken his history classes have noticed his maniacal obsession with time travel and world domination. While waiting to speak with him during office hours, your friends have just discovered that the professor is plotting to go back in time and change the course of history so that he will be the supreme ruler of the world. They found his evil plan conveniently sketched out on a series of notes laid haphazardly about his desk. They also noticed that Dr. B. Adguy's computer is on, and he has posted a new status that says that he is interested in taking over the world today. All of the evidence indicates that you do not have much time before the professor begins his journey back in time. You must locate the failsafe key in order to stop Professor B. Adguy from being able to use his time machine. A post-it note in his office indicated that he was hidden the failsafe key somewhere in his classroom. By locating the failsafe key, it will not be easy since the professor has designed intricate puzzles to keep you from finding his secrets. Some facts about the professor may yield insight into his criminal mastermind. The professor loves history and is especially obsessed with historical thinking skills such as sourcing and contextualization. You will have to use your historical thinking skills in order to out-mastermind the professor. And now it's up to you. Only you can change the course of history. So to set up the game, the first thing you need to do is set your locks. The 3-digit lock should be set to 387, the 4-digit lock to 4694, the directional multi-lock to right, right, down, left, and the ABC multi-lock to the word plant. You'll also notice that the resources are located on the Google Drive, and this includes printouts and other resources you'll need to play the game. You'll want to begin by printing out the professor's notes. These should consist of 3 pages in total. The 3 pages can be stapled together, and then be sure to tear that last page in half vertically and set the torn off half aside. Place the stapled notebook somewhere prominent in the gameplay area. A desk in the center of the room is usually somewhere near the big breakout box is a great place to place it. Take that torn half of the notes and place it along with the UV flashlight inside of the small lock box. Copy the link to the directional puzzle on the flash drive and place that in the lock box as well. Students will need to be able to access a computer with a USB drive and an internet connection in order to solve this puzzle. If you do not have a computer or internet access, you may wish to use the paper version of the puzzle that's available in the resource folder. You can simply print that page out and include it in the box. But lock the box with the 3-digit lock. Then print out the 5 documents associated with the historical thinking ABC multi-lock puzzle and place these in various locations in the gameplay area. Print out the 2 pages associated with the chronological thinking 3-digit lock puzzle and cut out the 6 individual pieces. Hide these anywhere around the gameplay area. You'll also want to print out the blank template and the completed template of the Reading Like a Historian 4-digit puzzle. Cut out the individual pieces of the puzzle and place them in an envelope. The pieces will be small and you don't want the players to lose track of them, so placing them in an envelope and then putting that in the gameplay area will be another way to help students work their way through this puzzle. Print out the pointing individuals images and put these around the room anywhere you'd like. You can hang them up on the wall, and you can print out as few or as many of these as you like. But the image that has the man that's pointing back at you is the main image you want to print out. So if you only choose to print out one, that's the one you should print out. Place that image prominently somewhere in the room and have all the other images, if you choose to use those, pointing toward that main individual. That particular poster, the central poster, will have a message hidden in invisible ink, and you'll want to write on there something like, shh, don't say it out loud, write on a piece of paper, and pass your secret password to the game master. Your password is. And then I usually just add a password like squirrel or chipmunk or something random. And then the students or the players will come up to me and say the password, and that allows them to know the location of the hidden key. Alternately, you could put the location to the key on there. Print out the congratulations sheet and the "We escaped" signs and place these inside the large Breakout EDU lockbox. Lock the box with a hasp and the 4 locks, the key lock, the 4-digit lock, the directional lock, and the ABC multi-lock. To play the game, you may wish to begin by playing the introductory video. If you choose to play this, you could immediately begin the game after the students have viewed the video, or you might want to provide students with the printed instructions as well to help get them kind of started. I tend to do both. I play the video and then I provide them with the written instructions in case they're confused. Once students begin to play, they'll probably start at the 3-digit lock box because they'll notice that this is a smaller box and that it has a single lock on it. In order to solve this, they must place the 5 historical images in chronological order. And once they do so, they can easily solve the math puzzle on the top of these, and that leads to the code to the 3-digit lock. And once they open that lock, they'll open that small lock box, and they'll see the flash drive in there, as well as the torn half of the paper and the missing part of the professor's notes. And then they'll see, if they open the USB flash drive, they'll be led to the chronological puzzle. And they'll also have the black light that will help them in the next puzzle. The black light and the hints to the professor's notes lead them to the posters and the message written in invisible ink about the location of the key. This key is hidden somewhere in the room, outside the gameplay area so they don't accidentally find it, and it's known only to you. So once they provide you with the password, you can reveal the location of that hidden key. Now, using the flash drive, students will follow a URL, and they'll be able to open the directional lock by solving the puzzle that is in there. Again, you may wish to use a paper version here instead. Either way, students have to follow the map and memorize the directions traveled to open the lock. For the ABC multi-lock puzzles, students must reunite 5 historical documents and place these in chronological order. Once they have done so, they will notice that each of the documents has the word "aparts" written at the top, and one of the letters in "aparts" is highlighted in red. Now, if you don't print these in color, that's okay. You'll just need to highlight the correct letter with a highlighter that makes it more obvious to the students. Students will then translate the aparts using information from the professor's notes. Upon asking and answering the questions, students will be able to fill in the missing word on each document. The circled letter in the word reveals one of the 5 letters of the ABC lock, which eventually will spell out the word "plant" and open the ABC multi-lock. Players will also find an envelope in the gameplay area, and they'll discover a series of cut-up pieces that lead to the "reading like a historian" diagram. Once correctly reconstructed, the diagram will help students understand the 4 historical thinking skills, and it will also reveal the 4-letter combination that adds up according to the number of asterisks associated with each skill. So essentially, at the end of each question, there's a number of asterisks. They add those up, so 2 here will equal 4, and 4 would be one of the 4 numbers they need to open the 4-digit lock. Once all 4 of the locks are successfully removed from the Breakout EDU box, the game is over, and students will have successfully solved the game, and more importantly, they will have saved the world.